Alright. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm back to play more Witcher 3. I seem to be enjoying it a lot more.
Man alive and the victim of a curse was the key to finding the young
Today, at the moment,
Geralt
what I'm going to do
the curse.
is obviously there was the
the
mission side quest I was doing yesterday with Dandelion, with the prop sword, which I'm going to finish that one off. Then there is Lady of the Woods Witcher contract I need to finish. I want to finish. If I can do that, and then we'll see where the road takes us today. There may be spoilers, there may not be. I don't know. We shall see what it brings. Now, what I did do last night in between where we left off was, because it crashed on us, I decided to meditate first of all and bring the day up. A lot of screaming. You don't need to be bloody screaming. Calm down. Jesus. Because then I've got to go back for this for that sword, haven't I? Which, if they give me a good sword, if it's a silver one.
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today.
Good afternoon, everybody who has joined the stream.
Raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Why are you asking me for? It's not
Why
my
are you
bloody...
asking me?
Well, the lovely lady seems to be having a hard time deciding. And Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. But that he'd let us know...
Boudoir style? Is that like, you know, Gangnam style?
We're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
Oh, so who wants me to decide? She wants me to decide, okay. Cabaret, what would be...
You're both stage artists, and cabaret's a form of theater. Interior should reflect that.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Lollygagging, Austin would be proud. Hey, where do you come from?
Well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. You'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
Yeah.
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Oh dear, I think. Yeah, I knew this one was coming.
Black ones for Danians, long as they pay and don't hit.
Damn you, Dandelion, what are you getting into trouble now for? I noticed you just joined, hope you well.
Blasphemous kobold. Trouble? I serve the eternal flame round here. Temple guard lets even you into the city. Polly, everything all right? Open up!
I'll take that, it's alright.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me.
Am I gonna have to beat someone up?
Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing. You, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've got to help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
I tried to think on this one.
No, she keeps a spare key around here.
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers. I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one
Bullshit.
exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter and start looking.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Oh look,
Find anything?
get out the way, bloody Dandelion. Jeez.
Not here. The key.
Okay then, you found it, you didn't need to... I know, you just joined, how are you doing?
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Shut off, or I'll split your skull.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him a doings.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right. Talk.
Yes,
Rubio, right?
let him speak or I'll shut your
Always
mouth for
told
you.
me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old...
Hi there to those who've just joined, hope you well.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose... in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
Well, almost didn't.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was body in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlex. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Rubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, where Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Courtside.
That's sarcasm. He will if it's his destiny. Oh, maybe it's this.
Need something sharpened? Reforged?
Yeah, let me see what you're peddling. Hi there to those
What
who've
do you
just
have
joined.
on
Have you
offer?
alright? Well, I could sell that because it's required level 6. Don't need that silver sword anymore. Oh, I'm going to keep out the dwarven blade though. Definitely keep that bugger. Steel 131. I'll still use the dwarven blade. Yeah, because I don't need that. Keep that away. Yeah, I'm going to remove that still. Secondary weapon. I'll keep those just in case. Oh, I'll definitely keep them. Get rid of them. I'll keep them. Let's repair shit. So I need to go to a normal shop then to get rid of some junk.
So long.
So long, farewell, Ladvida, say goodbye. Oh, yeah, I know why I had that bugger. Yeah, that's it. So I really should put them because they have more armor.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, stranger.
What do you got there?
Get rid of ashes because they're junk. Junk. Yeah, it's junk, don't need it. Might take that. So I have a feeling I might need that. Take 3 of them.
So long.
Found him.
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city. But I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
Not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
Take what you want. I'm just here for some placards.
You deaf? Didn't you hear me? This is all mine now. Fuck off, freak.
And here I thought we'd resolve this peacefully.
Regret this, mutant.
beating him up and I couldn't even see him.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rodlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Fecal bud estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Yeah, I wouldn't need to beat them up. I'll take that. But no, you just had to have a fight, didn't you? You just had to come and save me, to call me a freak and tell me to fuck off. If you hadn't have done that, it would have been all great and gravy and grand and super and smashing, but no.
Let us pray. What is it like?
It happened to fault his
has come. The fire shall sear the boils.
Rain again. Damn mages. Elven blood, eh?
Don't know why I'm running from outside, might as well take a horse. Come on, Papa Roach, come on.
Let's go!
I just take two out while I'm there, you know. I just wish Roach would swim, that's all.
Hey, yeah.
Thought there was another quest there.
Well, Rotlick, seems you're a considerable sum in the red.
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them. As a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
I've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
I could pay the debt. I mean, I do have that. Because if I lose the race... Yeah, fuck it.
Let me pay off your debt. No strings attached.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time. Just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Now you may at this point go, Bernard, you should have went for that race. It's like, I don't want to win, don't want to lose the bloody race.
Yes?
There, someone up there.
Deepest apologies.
Wondering if I could take part in the races.
If
Oh,
you've
fuck,
paid for the
everything would
rider's fee and a steed of your own, why not? Decide quickly, please. There's a race about to begin.
Sod it, might as well then.
Race.
Grand, your name.
This way I won't
and the
lose
name
someone
of your
into, like,
steed.
you know.
Geralt of Rivia, on Roach.
Excellent. Your opponent, let me see. Seamus Holt astride Athos.
Shameless, oh dear. Dun, 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 dun.
On three! 1, 2, 3! Off
Come on,
you
Roach.
go!
Hi there, to those who just joined the stream, how are you? As you can see at the moment, I'm currently off to the races.
That's it, Roach.
Keep behind me, you bugger.
Hey, yeah.
final of the Erasmus Vegelbud Memorial Derby is over.
Well, I think I won it.
Is Geralt of Rivia.
I was tempted there.
Roach glory to the victor.
I was very, very tempted there to just not bother racing.
Not bad, yet we shouldn't kid ourselves. The competition was hardly stiff. Shall I sign you up for another?
No. Maybe later.
Is there a land where I might find more of your...
A miracle on four hooves.
Right, I need to re-go back to Cabaret. Finish this one off and then go back and do that bit I was originally looking for in the first place. We sword from the blacksmith. And then once I've got all that stuff, look for the Lady of the Woods stuff. Finally finish her off. But yeah, how is everyone today? How are you all? So having a good old holiday? Or are you been back at work? Take that, wolf. Not a gladiator wolf either.
Faster.
Move out of the way, kids. God damn it. You want me to run you down? Bloody kids getting everywhere.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
From now on, assume your every move's observed.
I'm warning you.
You can warn me all you like, you're going to have to actually do something about it if you keep warning.
Stop coming. There's somebody coming.
The black Temeria's no Temeria at all.
Now, did I pick the right path or did I not? Of course not. Well, not quite anyway. Go on, off, there we go.
I serve the eternal fire.
You serve the eternal fire, make sure it doesn't go out. Yeah, that was terrible.
Oh well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
I love it. Especially the, accoutrements on the wall. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb.
And also conjures two women detectives.
Apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. Can start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Yeah, go on then.
Why not?
That's my boy.
Go on then, if you
Foreman
must.
mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
Feel my arm being twisted.
And she say anything about me?
She praised your rationality. There we go.
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am? She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla! She's...
What?
Been kidnapped?
Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Valmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Time to do some fighting.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. The condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend.
I'd actually just joined the stream. Hope you well.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
And then this is no robbery, so...
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This
They are
is
now.
Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morning star, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Go on, then. Let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing.
Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
Well, it's very possible in the 2 hours I might not get to do the bit I wanted to do. Because I'm already, what, almost 45 minutes in. And this one, which I thought would have been done before, has opened up again.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up, hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Come on then, take you down. Now, why has it changed my quest back? Should not have done that. Come on then, let's have it. Burn! Burn! Burn like a melon farmer.
Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
It's a love and kindness then, basically. Afternoon, those who just joined. Hope you're well, hope you're good. Hope you've had a good Christmas if you haven't joined in previous streams. And if you haven't, feel free to follow.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Well, that's not a dwarven woodcarver.
Looks like necrophage has got to this one.
Why do you want me to examine the lady when it's not a dwarven woodcarver?
Wrong body type. Let's keep looking.
Come on, Geralt, you have more common sense than that.
This isn't it.
So more fell down the stairs rather than walk down them. So I know it's not this room. It's going to be in here, isn't it?
That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Let's keep looking. A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's more likely.
Okay, now before I continue, that is a good thing, because that was also in the Terry Pratchett novels about dwarfs having beards, whether they're male or female. So like that.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Oh, that's quite gross.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
So it sounds like it's like a sulfuric acid sort of thing.
This? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
It's almost like a torture thing, really. Put something in the mouth, but keep the actual airway open.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Dude, you could have washed your hands first. You've just been in a sewer.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. I'm afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde.
A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
It's a bit like the Undertaker, you know. Oh, yes!
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
Good afternoon.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons.
You join us at CSI Novigrad.
Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
That's a thief.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Yeah, apologies. We surgeons, we've a
gallows humor, you know.
And a different sense of humor. His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
It sounds like torture rather than anything else to me. Ritual murder, maybe?
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Seems quite calm for finding people already in his morgue.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the Market Square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
What's the bets he's involved?
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Good.
Thank you.
I like the little lantern bit there with a candle in it.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
And
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Yeah, let's not press him.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Okay. So investigate the alley first of all, and work on. Now, escorting Dandelion about the place and getting enough money for some woman. Should have bloody known.
Interesting.
They're starving in Bazimi.
So today's plan of action originally was get this quest out of the way, get the new sword, get the moon dust recipe, and then go sort out the Lady of the Woods. However, at the moment, it seems it's this quest. Let's go around the other side. Okay.
Hey, handsome.
A brazier. This time of year? I know that smell. Formaldehyde. Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Human. Took a step back. Priscilla's.
Sis.
Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
What he does.
Is he? Kill him. Now left! Gotta get around him!
Fine, if you wanted to get a random shot. Hello Gene, how you doing?
That's it, you're in for it! Bloody hell. Help me! No!
No, put the swords away and beat them up. There we go.
Bloody hell. Give me back! Son of a whore.
Don't need to kill them, just need to beat them up because they're trying to get there. Jeez, I like getting you up early, don't they? Especially for 24 hours.
You got me too, Up your ass, deviant!
I'm alright, I'm not bad.
Calm down.
Still feel a bit.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I feel a bit
What are you
bunged up
doing here?
nose-wise, but other than that, I feel alright.
Why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Then good, tell me what you know, woman.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was.
This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call
So we do have a serial killer on our hands,
They're
okay.
not proper ones. Baldy, curly buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah.
But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Until Dawn is a very good game. You might poop yourself in places, but it's very good.
And I got a murderer to catch.
Especially if you like, you know, the old slasher movies.
My head's ringing. Got a problem?
In fact, if you did like the old slasher movies and you like screaming at people going, no, don't go that bloody way! Because then with Until Dawn, you're more in control of the situation.
I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
It's altogether different. Sit your stupid mutts, lie down. Come on in. Slowly now.
Then you'll love it. You really will. Charming creatures.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. As soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raised his fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Damn it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. You near my family or what's left of it. So,
I think someone needs to, you know, teach Geralt tact. Not the blue tack, you know, like, you know, you stick stuff in walls with.
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other, but you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag." And other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
I don't think a fever took her.
Murder, in order, in detail.
It was like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss and burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. They care about some dwarf.
Okay.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Statues of the old gods.
Why do I think this is not a guy who's doing this?
Ones.
You know, I just have this feeling this is not a guy. This is going to be a monster of some sort. There. Here, Dougie. No, I don't want to do that. That's locked, so... There's something else in this area. Oh, where is it? It's not there. See, normally it'd burn red and bright. No. Is it the dogs? We'll talk to him again. Nah.
Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that will crush her back. Whittle them down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple. And the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Mayas sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
No worries, see you in a few moments.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
It's not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
And say hello to the other person who has joined the stream. God, I love the way he just sort of magically moved there. Go on, dwarf, get out of the way. The hell was that?
More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death.
Formaldehyde?
Yes, somebody got rid of the blood. Doubt Fabian used it. Behind. Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Well, that'll explain why he got the ankle bit bruised. I'll be back if I don't find anything I want. Pray I don't return.
When it rains, it pours.
They'll be like sand people and return in bigger numbers.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Ah, the gliders then.
Let's talk to him
the
first.
corpse collector.
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no heart. One of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
Yeah.
You search Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him for that remark.
Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Yeah, watch your mouth, you cur.
Pig's got a hoof and mouth. Must be a curse.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Welcome back. You've not missed too much,
Geralt,
apart from me
right?
hitting someone who
Glad
made a
you're here.
remark against
How
our
often
lady.
the autopsy till you arrived?
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are.
Yeah, he's running
Drives
off.
You. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it.
No, we didn't do one last night. Rob was away for some of it and didn't get back to that 22/8.
Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
But I should hopefully return next week.
Who's the
in the new
victim
year,
this
because
time?
we're putting it as part of a project we're doing.
Theology at Oxenford Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad.
There was also a video game show on Radio 1 last night, which we were listening. Well, I was listening to.
By the way, you and Von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had
Only game of chat. But a friend is going to be launching a website for gaming.
People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and
And he wants me to put content on it, so I said, why don't we put Super McKellar Brothers videos streaming as part of it?
With surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
Because if I want to get more into the games media sort of business, I've got to try and put my name out there a bit more.
Choosing the lesser evil can be hard at times. Happen to know a thing or two about that.
In that respect, this work has its benefits. I couldn't possibly hurt anyone here if I tried.
I let you just join the stream.
Let's start. Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vagel.
Yeah, we'll be doing all that stuff.
Yes. Even went to
So the other thing I've been wanting to try and do this year is I've hopefully got a a share in Jinx TV, and one of the things I would like to do is have a chance to be a talking head on Video Game Nation. So obviously I want to try and start to lobby for that in the new year. But I would need other people to help us as well, because the more people say they want to see me on there via their Twitter account, then the more chance I'd get to be called onto it to get a shot. Because there's a couple of guys on there at the moment, especially season 2. They came in late in season 2 and they're just dull. You know? So any sort of bits towards Jinx and saying, "Oi, you get Lard on there" as a talking head, would be greatly appreciated. As in any retweets or anything like that would be, to be fair. Because if it helps to get my name bigger, then, you know, I've got other people to thank for that, and I would never be too big enough to not thank other people for their stuff, for the stuff they do for us. Thank you very much for it. I can say that really. Because I know it sounds a bit egotistical, but I really believe I could do it.
That's what we should say. He who has lived in virtue shall find warmth at the fire. He who has lived in sin shall perish.
Oh wait, I've got to go here again.
Come on, Roach.
Because it'd be really cool to work alongside like Chris Slight and actually earn a living from doing this sort of stuff.
Go. Take it easy. That's it, Roach.
Yeah.
Faster.
Absolutely, because if you're really passionate about it, and especially this was something that came through when back in my salesman days. If you're really passionate about it, you see someone, it shines. And also, if you know what you're talking about. Which was kind of said last night on this Radio 1 show, but it's like, we all know this. So it's kind of like, what was the point of it being said on the show again, you know? And that's the talking and interacting with your audience as well as a good help. Rather than just sitting there going, "Oh, I'm just going to play this." Come on then, let's go deal with these people. Let me in. There's a murderer around.
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, they'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it.
Yeah.
I'll take you to
I'll
Lady
kick him in his ass if he don't let me in.
Understand?
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now, I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
What makes it more personable, really, you know, it's because it's like... Dad always taught us to try and not be rude to someone, you know. If someone says hi to you, then, you know, it's good manners to say hi back. You know, you may not say too much of a conversation afterwards, but at least...
I'm hunting a
at least if you
killer,
acknowledge them,
got reason to believe your mother
then that's
will be his
something
next
which...
victim.
Well, even if it's true,
I've seen a lot of on Twitter of late of someone just not being as interactive as they were, and it kind of gives me a kicking because with my anxiety and depression I sometimes get, it makes me feel like I've done something to them.
Serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Oh yeah, something's in there. We're about to meet the murderer.
Letting such miscreants into the city.
I'm not a miscreant. I'm a creant. Difference. No myth about it.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
Kick the door.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Yeah, Tom's a good guy for doing that sort of stuff. He's a really friendly guy. I've actually managed to meet him in person a few times now. He was meant to come to EGX this year, but then other stuff happened. Like he went on a Tough Mudder the same weekend. Get out the way, bloody dogs. I mean, really. Don't want to kill you, but you're making me do it.
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
Balls.
There he is! Get him!
I'm not the murderer, you dumbass.
Halt! Or I'll put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
Well, they're getting in the way, you know.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
I can't catch a killer if the bloody dogs just bark and try and bite my bum.
This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
And I got away if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Mother, why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed. Might have gotten bored of whores and beggars. Yeah, I'd say that.
She blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but Usually the killer leaves a note on the body, a note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that.
Then why are you walking in? Oh, you closed the door. That's fine. That's fair enough.
Please.
I was going to say, oh, I don't want to see her. Look straight at her. Oh, that's horrible. Continues looking. Oh, I hate this scene. Keeps looking. It'll walk away then.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Are you sure, Geralt? Are you sure? Because, you know, if there's dogs about, you may well get in the way. You might want to call the police or guards and get them to remove the body, but... And then grieve, you know, because... Yeah, understandable. I was tempted to loot something from that chest, so I was like, what? Don't get paid by the hour. See, didn't let me in soon enough from talking about saving your own arse, and now look what happened. I hope you're happy, guard. Come on, Roach, to find the killer.
Move it.
Hi there, just joined the stream. Hope you're having a good afternoon. The Memorial Derby. Well, yeah, we've got some memorial bits now, haven't we, really? Too soon? Maybe a little too soon for that. So, I don't know, at times, you know, my tact isn't always there. I still think it's this priest. Seems a bit shifty for him to bugger off from this mortuary. Because not Jack the Ripper, even though it seems almost bloody like it. Oh, my humour scared them off.
That's it, Roach.
I'm warning you.
Yeah, so you keep warning, but you don't do anything. It's like you're just wandering about, you know. It's like, I'm just going to do this stuff now.
Come on.
And actually, there should be something I should do before this. What do you mean I can't do that here? What, I can't run? What, I can't walk? I'll get up and walk now.
This is scandalous. You kept us off the day.
It's notorious. Right, before we go anywhere, let's do this. Meditate. To the morning. save the game. 'Cause I haven't done that in a while. Because, you know, you can't go after a killer at night properly. Daylight, you can see him.
Get a copper.
Get a copper? You want a copper? None about the guards, not coppers. Hi there, Therese, just joined the stream. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Into the last quarter already. Jeez. Tell you what, this has flown again, and I still haven't got to the part I really wanted to do today. Oh, one moment. Sorry about that, right. So I've got to go in here then. No, that's finding a loot. That's not finding... I'll just use this handy door, shall I?
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
Bollocks to that, we're going for it.
You mean me to grab another lass to join us?
No, I was thinking the us two and you.
As well. Right. What with the state you two are in, you've got... Be sly.
Where is she?
Oh.
Damn it, where is she?
Aren't you too old to be outdoors?
All was fine.
You call me old? Right, that's just on the stream.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
See, I told you.
And I so dislike being disturbed.
Once the Scooby-Doo mask comes off, it's always the same.
Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways. Many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims. I know how they end. You don't stop. Not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
Like Michael Jackson, he doesn't stop till he gets enough.
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk.
Baby.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
So who is it then? If it's not this guy.
That you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. To Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
You will leave her alone now.
Drop your coin pouch on the table, then leave here and never come back.
Yes, I will.
Good boy.
So that you are part to remember the lines of the traitor. Right, anyway, right, okay, so we've got the other killer to do, right. Doorway here. Where's that? There we go. Hiya, Kilgren, how you doing, mate?
vulgar one. I can see it in your face.
Beg your pardon.
We can go at it here at my place.
Hang on, that's the door I came in from before. Right, time to kill Gacha Killer. Yeah, and it's fun because all this quest started from that one that was just like grab a wooden sword. And I've almost been on it like 2 hours and I'm still on the same quest. But it's not as if I haven't been doing anything or wandering around going, I can't find where I got to go. Because I was going to go pick up the moon dust bit, because I know where it is.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
I knew he was a monster.
What are you?
Vampire?
Vampire?
Yep.
Higher, of course.
You're a vampire.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire.
Yes,
The egg of a
this quest.
Born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them.
Yeah, pretty much basically a case of the wooden sword. When I went to do the sort of like the fake banditry stuff for Dandelion to get so he can win the woman's heart over to get the money. Did that bit because that was the bit where he said, "Well, if you block, you know, you need to get it done quicker." But I didn't. I decided to cut him. Yeah. That'll be why you're laughing then. But yeah, so I was going to go to meet Dandelion in the day. I meditated to do the day bit, but then when it was right outside the house, it sort of caught up with each other and crashed. So that's pretty much where I started today. But the only difference was I did the meditation before I started it. So basically started from there. I can kill the church diagnostic, blah blah blah, from Z, blah blah blah. Twisted logic, yeah.
Tortured logic.
Fight fire with fire, as they say. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Like Captain Cronus did years ago, time to kill a vampire. What, are we going to fly around now? Going to be a little bitch. Yeah. Come on then, let's have you. bollocks. Oh, hang on. Get the bloody sword out, you silly bugger. Oh, I could die here. Bollocks, you're gaining health, aren't you? Burn! Burn, you son of a bitch! Right. This might be a longer fight than normal, but I want to stay alive. No, I might die with this, right? Come on, vampire, come on. Yeah, burnt. Oh, died just last minute, bollocks. Ah, that was my fault. That was my bloody fault. You know those times when you should wait? You should just wait just a little bit more. The old Bloodborne defense, you know, don't go in just thump, 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 and knock them down senseless. It'd be nice though if I can just do this one today, pick up the moon dust bit, and then I'll be ready to just go and kick the Lady of the Woods' ass. Because in 2 days' time will be the New Year's Eve, streaming the New Year. Yep. I should have waited. That makes for a better stream, I guess. Not just whomping through everything. That gets boring if I'm that good. Oh, but I didn't put my fucking sword away. That'd be dumb. Yep, I'm going to be streaming in the new year basically from about 9-10 o'clock at night until about 2 on New Year's Eve. I'm going to be streaming the new year. So anybody who's on their own and not doing anything or any plans can come back. Oh, I see. You. Oh, no. Let's play this smart. Let's do this smart. Oh, that's not smart enough. That's fine, you'd be more than welcome to join us. So it's something different really, because I could go around to a friend's family's house, because they normally do something, but yeah, this year I just can't be bothered, you know? Just really can he be bothered? Yeah, I've just got to quickly press it rather than doing the sort of extra sort of thump at them. No, I'm actually struggling a little bit now, which is a bit better. I just feel like playing just a shed ton of this over the Christmas period, because, you know, want to get it caught up and done. Something to cross off my backlog, really. Yeah, it's a case of who I'd like to be with, and what actually happens is two different stories, you know. Right, heal up a bit, come on. Oh. Oh, wait, whoa. No. Yeah, maybe. I did get a bigger sword here earlier, it's just the damage is fine. Come on, out of the way. I have to remember the concept of running away. So I'm still waiting for that sword from that blacksmith from yesterday. Burn, you bugger. Shield. This is not Dark Souls. That could dodge and block, you know. Oh, now. I will win. Might take me a couple of goes, but I'll win. I need it. I need a kill. I need a kill. Oh, the thingy shield, yes. I know what you mean now. Hang on. That shield. Good call. Very good call that about the replenishment. I did actually forget about that, so... Now, let's see... Ooh, should I swap that? Oh, definitely. 240 to 294, yes. There we go. There we go. Now I've got a better sword. So that's the one I can really go sell. See, the only problem with that was the Dwarven Blade has a better chance of a critical hit. Whereas the Vellum Longsword does slightly more damage. Let's see what I can use to, because I've got one more point. Do I have any more of these? No, because that's blue. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get that sorted. Ooh, bomb creation. Or aiming for... Oh, I could do that and use that. That's damn straight. Right. Now that the vampire's dead, let's go finish this quest. Just have to go out the other way, do I? Just take that while I'm here, you know. Service is rendered.
Oh! No point complaining. Fucking hell.
Hi there to everyone who's just joined the stream. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good afternoon. So you're joining me coming towards the end of it. Again, I might stream tomorrow afternoon the same time. All depends on what I'm doing. I know Tom said he was thinking of streaming today, but he hasn't really said anything else apart from what time he was going to do so. I know he went on another like 9k run this morning.
Fuck.
yeah, yeah, I know. I know, mate. I know. Well, he's been a busy old boy over Christmas, apparently, from what he was saying. Actually, before I do this, though, probably buy some more food as well, like bottles of water and stuff. Because while that was all fun and dandy, I did lose a lot of it. Oh look, a handy merchant.
Help, save me.
Ah, I see the honourable gentleman is not one to let a bargain pass.
Exactly.
Fine. Show me what you got.
So, what don't I got? Something for everyone. Seek and ye shall find. Cheap, too.
Wasn't it cheap, is it? Like the budgie? Well, hang on. There's no bloody food here. There's no junk either. God damn it, man. All I wanted was some food, but did you give me some? No.
Thanks.
Come again.
He was as useful as a barber.
Temple guard let even you
Henchman, I could go into there for possible, but bugger it. See, there's a barber there. I could have went in there and got another haircut. Go on then, Dandelion. Where are you? Are you going to be upstairs? Yeah, because you're going to talk about Priscilla's condition, aren't we? She's a bit buggered at the moment. Would it be wrong of me to loot the bit while I was there?
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Yeah. Did my part, now you need to look after her.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
And not in the witch's way either, Dandelion.
You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Brockamon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute.
That bit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
And Calinetta. Got a nice ring.
Well, nothing she's been told once already?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion.
Ah, misogynistic humour there. Right. That's that quest done. We hit 2-hour mark. But you know what? I said I was going to do something today, and I'm going to do it before the stream ends. I'm going to go pick up that. I'm going to go pick up the moon dust bit. That's it. Whether I stream me losing to this bloody woman or not, the Lady of the Woods or not, I don't know.
This one's still breathing. Aye, it is. Thanks for your help. I'm still breathing.
Right. So yeah, here's my streaming DVD extras, Easter eggs, so to speak. Fast travel. Hi, I'm Osaka 1984. How are you doing? I'm trying to remember where this was. Where was it? It was a boat, wasn't it? Was it round here? One moment, I'm just going to leave it on that bit for the moment, just to make sure I'm getting the right place. Yeah, just having a quick look on here, just to make sure that I'm going to the right bit rather than the one where I don't want to do. I'll just be wandering around aimlessly. I don't know what I've done. Bloody hell, where? Hang on, I'm sure I did it yesterday rather than... No, that's not it. No. Ah, there we go. How's it going, Ammo Saken? So if you haven't already followed, please feel free to follow me on Twitch, because I seem to be doing a lot more streaming these days. Hang on, there, hang on, where was that, hang on. Right, it's gotta go. Right, okay, it wasn't there then. Aye. I will find this. Well, I am a lonely man. Okay, where are you? Where is that? There's a bridge there, around there. So I'm just on this hunt sort of thing for this. No, that's not it there. There. There, that's where I am.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt
Found it.
to the
Here we go.
The ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells. to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Shall we see if Curtis turns up before I end the stream? Right at the end he pops in hail. Right as I'm finishing up, right as I've got this last bit. So it is on that little island there. Right. Okay, right. I know where you are now. So where I need to be is over here. I could see what that is. Now before that, even though if this is a nest, let's be smart about this and save it. Yeah, because it's a monster nest, isn't it? Oh, guarded treasure. Oh, okay. Oh well, we just had to fly away, didn't we? Come back. Oh, Wyvern. So hit me with your Wyvern stick. Sorry, that was bad even for me. I apologise so much for that one. Let's go back down then. That one was just awful. I apologise just so much.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
I am then. I have one ability point. Yes. Come on then. Good night. Come on, down you come. They're good. You can bugger off now and let me do this. Ooh, nice. I believe it's in here somewhere. It's going to be on the boat, isn't it? It's going to be on the bloody boat. Right. There.
I like that silver.
Just start getting on the bloody boat. So arse. Take that. Can't you see I'm trying to get stuff I need and you're just no. Okay, it's not there. Is it on the top?
Siren Den. Gotta ruin it for them.
Good guys don't look at the explosions. We turn around and walk away. Ooh! Trophy as well! There we go. Just as I'm trying to get to that bit. Around there. Right. Now will you let me get the bit I'm after? God, bloody monsters, eh? Always wanting your attention. It's like, please. He wants to try and kill you. Hang on, did I pick that up then? I must have picked up the bit I was after then.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Let's have a look. I know this, you don't need to keep telling me. Jeez. See, I need the cursed oil because the cursed oil is what I need to take out the witch. Or the Lady of the Woods. Now hang on, the bomb was I was told the bomb was there. God damn. It was supposed to be around here. Lady of the Woods quest, side quest, like a monster contract. It's supposed to get like moon dust grenade, and I was told there was a bit round here for that, but it looks like I haven't actually picked it up. But it's supposed to be round here. Runestones, characters, no, don't need that. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, I was told it was round here. It was, actually, I'll show you it while I'm here, just before I finish off. And that's the Heart of the Woods, no. Actually, is, yeah. Jenny of the Woods, yeah, it is that one. Because you need the moon dust grenade and also the trap to do it with the oil on the sword to give you a better chance of hitting the down. And if they have the oil now, I can maybe still do it and trap her in there and just tee off that way, but I would have preferred the moon dust, which I was supposed to find the actual diagram around here, but I haven't got it. That's the bit I'll be going after next. Because it was meant to be around here and I just can't see where it is. Okay, right. Before I go too much further on it, I'll have to save it again. I'm going good. Yeah, the trap was there. I mean, I tried using just the trap and it just wouldn't let me, you know, do anything else. I was just trying to kill her a lot and it just wouldn't happen. So anyway, on that note, as it's over 2 hours now, it's almost 2 hours 20 or coming up for, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it there for the day. I want to say thank you very much for everyone who's joined us on the stream again today. One of these days I'll beat 16 viewers in one go. One of these days, maybe next year. If I am not back tomorrow or even later on, depending how I feel, I will try and be back on Thursday night from 9 o'clock UK time right through to 2 AM. I'm going to do a 5-hour stream, hopefully. Fingers crossed, even though you can't see my fingers. To stream in the new year. So if you're free, if you're not doing anything, feel free to come in, join me. We'll which stream it, you know, we'll go through there and we'll just see you in the new year together. But I want to thank you all, you know, please retweets on Twitters, please follow me on Twitch, you know, you can also listen to me on gamerchatter.com where we release a new podcast which will be coming out around January the 8th. But take care everyone, I'll catch you all later and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.